And we're back, and by we I mean me and you. This is the AMO, once again hosting more casual esports amateur league playoff action. This time we got Ionian division semifinals between Team Tempest and Spacemen Spiff. So earlier VOD was finished up just a little bit ago between Sentinels and Steel Team 6. That should be completed and rendering and will be submitted to YouTube over the next couple of days if you want to catch it there, or you can catch it on the Twitch. We got more action coming later this evening, but right now let's talk about these two teams. So on the side of Team Tempest, we got TTU Phoenix in the top lane, Holvi in the jungle, Vivriv in the mid lane, Ultimate Ace, AD carry, and Shori as the support. On the side of Spaceman Spiff, we got Charmello up top, a Lucky Maverick in the jungle, Foozle, Bamboozle in the mid lane, the Tidzy, AD carry, and Tysa as support. So both these teams will be going at it here in the action coming up in a best of 3 series. So I'm really excited and pumped to get into this team, particularly for both these teams, right? I've played on team with TTU Phoenix. I've played against Charmello a whole bunch, being a top laner. Foozle Bamboozle is a tribunal member. Ultima Ace is a tribunal member. So the back and forth between these two teams should be pretty good. Ashori is known for her Enchanter supports. Tysa is known for mage supports, so we'll see if that gets pulled out in this matchup. And Tidzy is a farmer. I mean, Holvrov and Lucky Maverick are junglers. Right? So there's matches across the board for these players, and depending on what champions they go on, we'll definitely see a lot of action coming out on the side in this matchup. So let's get on our way with Game 1 picks and bans. So TTU Phoenix. Remember that TTU Phoenix is on Team Tempest, right? Because we got all the extra T's coming in there. So their bans are, if I can figure out where I put them on my screen, here we are. Banned Leona, Oriana, Syndra, so some mid bans against Foozle there, versus the Nocturne Work, so looks like some jungler brands in tier 2, versus the Alawi, Kane, Cassiopeia coming out from Spaceman Spiff onto, and then Morgana Zed. So mid laners, mages coming back across. Phoenix doesn't play Ornn, or I don't say he doesn't play Ornn. He's much more of a bruiser top laner than a tank top laner. Not saying he can't play tanks. He's actually pretty good on a bunch of them. But I don't know if Ornn is one of the ones high on his priority list. So as we see, Spaceman Spiff able to pick that up for Charmello, and Poppy going to counter that. So Poppy can counter the charge for Ornn, and can counter the ultimate when he goes to headbutt the ultimate with the shield there, but cannot prevent the W, obviously. And then Trundle, the steal away tankiness. Nice 80 carry for Ace on the Jinx, just an overall pretty decent 80 carry. It looks like Spaceman's going to go with Misfortune. They're going to go with some sad bullet time here. Curse of the Sad Mummy with the Misfortune. Bullet time on top, plus Victor, good mage champion in the mid. Nico and Nami. So some engaged from both teams, some disengaged from both teams, and we are pretty much, I think, going to jump right on into the game here. So let's see here. Swap. Was I the only one looking at that? I think I may have been the only person looking at the pick bands. So I forgot to switch the stream over. We'll give you guys another minute to digest how the pick bands went here for the game one. Okay, hopefully that was long enough for everyone, so we will be going into the game. All my logos are there, and that makes me really excited here. So, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow, I'm counting off to myself. I'm the only one here. I don't need to match up with anyone. Yes, we got summoners on the rift. Any items, any pinks. Looks like we may be having a fans coming on out. So I am not mistaken. This is the first semifinals for the Ionian division. The second place one will be taking place later and will be vodcasted, so we can try and shrink in the amount of time to get everyone in. I know everyone enjoys the live cast, but sadly, in order to get everyone, all these playoff matches casted, we got to cut out a lot of that wait time. So it's a lot of me. You got to be listening to the AMO. So if you don't like listening to my casting, blame Shadow. No, I'm just kidding. Don't blame Shadow. Please don't. He does an absolute excellent job of getting the cast team set up. It's just with the 6 divisions, and we all have to get in before the patch that happens usually Wednesday, Thursday. We don't have a whole lot of time to get all the matches in off of the VOD. So let's go as fans are boring, guys. I'm sorry, unless they're nice and decorative. The nice little fold out with the pretty pictures, and then when you fold them the other way, they give you a different pretty picture. Those are usually pretty neat, but just in League of Legends terms, fans are boring. Trundle going with Conquer Trundle here. Amu, he went with the, obviously, you know, the thing I can't remember. The thing gives you shields. Gives you shields whenever you get any hard CC. Grass for the top laners. Fleet of Footwork for Fuzo. Also going with the Cleanse. So, versus the Spooky Ghosts, the Slowdowns, Glacial Augment. We'll say that this Spacemen Spiff is the only team in this division that does not have at least one diamond player on it in Ionia. So overall ranking is going to be slightly in favor of, you know, Team Tempest, but that is not always going to be the case here because, you know, Spacemen Spiff, they play really well together in a group. So we'll see how this all goes. It's all the little pretty flags. People did clash. That's cute. All the little flags showed up. And that's a hook in Ignite. And oh my gosh, the CC flash and heal burnt by Ace already in the bot lane. Taisa hooking better than Ashori can bubble. Okay, that didn't sound very well, but it came out of my mouth. So we're going to move right on to the next phase here. Tizzy going with some poking and autoing, poking and autoing. I think the game sounds a little loud on my end, so we're just going to just a little bit. Top laners, no one missed anything. Well, I mean, I did, but I'm that type of weird person. Oh, Trundle gonna go in here. We'll see if Trundle Hovo can get on the Lucky Maverick, flashing out. Just gonna stick with the red buff at the moment. As Poppy has burnt all of her corrupting potions, and Charmella's just gonna hang out here and be like, cool, I'll let the wave crash, and I will get the CC when it gets here. Or the CC, the CS when it gets here. Heal on up. And now that your potions are gone, I'm going to be able to heal out more with my Dorn shield. And the minions dropping down. As the jungler, oh my gosh, that's the wrong button. Junglers are going to be trading top and bottom scuttles, mainly on the bottom there. The flash mark not really going to hang out here. Ooh, nice job, but oof. Charmello playing low. Another hook on the side of Taisa on the ultimate ace. Poppy's going to go in, just knock it off. First blood going to happen, and jump away, goes down. So first blood going to go over to Poppy, return kill onto the Ornn, as a wave's going to kind of just sort of crash there. I think both the top laners, not the Poppy. Ornn should probably teleport back. Yep, chose to go with the Chain Vest. Poppy is going to go with the Nami Cinder. Excellent upgrade. Poppy should be coming back into the meta here pretty shortly with the Sunfire Cape being pretty good. Otherwise, just some CSing, trading, some waddling if you're a Yordle. There's only one Yordle. Does Nami float? Does she swim through the air? What's the technical term? Like Cassiopeia slithers, right? Ooh, great shield on the side of T2 Phoenix. Doesn't look like either one of these jungles, although Amumu is going towards bot. We may just hang out up top lane here. Watch the junglers the top laners duke it out. Misfortune's going back to lane. Ooh, one more. Nice. Ornn is 6. We'll see if Ornn trades. Oh, Charmello! Just barely gets it stunned into the wall. Poppy's going to take the kill. Yeah, and he was getting the better of the trades, and just the slight corner, the topography of the rift is in squares. It's not curved, and as a result, Poppy now 41-29 in CS, up 2-1 in kills. Definitely a good position from the top lane here. Bot laners CSing. See, this is boring to watch the AD carries CS. I mean, I can't do it. So I guess maybe it's because I don't grasp the consistency. Ooh, nice double up there. Amumu, just farming. Trundle, also farming. Getting the new Scuttle Crab. Nico sent Victor back. Upgraded his item. What's it called? The Scepter? Hexcore, MK, whatever. I'm going to call it the Victor Scepter. It's a Fire Drake. Neither team really wants to. Both teams kind of looked at it a little bit, decided not to actually fully engage. Poppy got the Merc Treads already. Oh, early boots. Victor picking up the blue buff. Mumu's not 6 yet, neither is Trundle, so haven't really seen a whole lot of action from the junglers yet. This is the directed cam. Oh, Charmello not into the wall, able to escape, but here comes Nico. Nice press, we'll see flashes out. Here comes the orb, but looks like there's the Nico. Oh, it's not going to pop in time, and boom! Oh my gosh, is he going to get double? Charmello! Nice job, but that's actually more on Vivriv and T2 Phoenix diving a little too far onto the under the tower there, taking those tower shots, allowing Charmello to pick up the ball. So 3-3-0 for the Ornn, but Amumu up in the top half of the map means that's going to be a pretty free dragon for Trundle. No real pressure there. And, I mean, the Victor CS 70-53 is pretty good on his side here, so definitely controlling the wave here to, you know, punish the Nico on her roam. Mumu getting the blue-red buff this time for himself. As Trundle may look too, but we have Nautilus here in the top half. Do we maybe see a gank on the top lane? Get the other jungler up here. Oh, into the wall. That's not good. Oh, full gank here. And there is the hook into an auto. Looks like Nico is going to go down. Yeah, the Corrupting Pot doing a lot of work up here for Poppy in the matchup as Orange is going to kind of play it safe here. Things going on. Oh, Misfortune with the full time clears out the minion wave. No tower plates to you as Amumu's and Victor. They're looking to take the Rift Herald. Oh, Nautilus, you put yourself between the wrong spot, my friend. Taisa, just turn around and auto. There's one, there's two. Finish that one up. Victor's going to come through. Charmel's going to take that one. Lucky Maverick picks up the Rift Herald. This is looking swimmingly for Spacemen. Spiff here as they've now, you know, all the action's been in the top half of this map. Amumu with the first second, because Trundle was able to get the free dragon off of the earlier action in top lane. Plates go over to the bot lane on the side of... Oh. Horn, you're dead. Sorry, man. Pushed up too far. Sunfire Cape has been finished on the side of Orange, so pretty, you know, good Sunfire Cape, 10 minutes, completed item. See what they want to do with the other items going forward. What is he going to upgrade? Victor has upgraded his Scepter again to MK2. They gotta give a better name to Victor's Scepter. Riot, come on, get Victor a better name. You already forced him to carry the item. Oh, Nautilus going in, preventing the back. This Fortune's going to be able to get a lot of tower plates here. Or is she going to have to stay? I think she may have to stay. Nope, Amumu's come down with the Rift Herald. Rift over the wall, which means this is going to probably be, might even be the first tower, depending on how much damage they can actually get done onto it. Because another wave is coming. It is a cannon. It is not a cannon wave. There's the Nami tile. Teleport actually from Poppy. Gonna dash in here. Misses. There's the Amumu ult to get everything off. This is going to keep on running out. Wow. I missed the Poppy teleport in, but Poppy saving basically the tower as Victor's going to ult in the river here, preventing Nico from getting down and doing any more damage. Ornn is going to duke it out now with Trundle in top lane, trying to repay that death from earlier. Not successfully, but we should be able to get his own tower plate here in just a moment. So tower plates with 12 minutes are going in favor of Spaceman Spiff here. 2 each top laner, 1 each mid laner, but 2 or 3 tower plates down on the side of Spaceman Spiff. Well, they've only lost 1. Cheeky prevent of or try to prevent an Ornn upgrade there. Ornn doesn't have teleport, but neither does Poppy. Victor had burned cleanse, I think, in that trade with the Nico in the river there before they switched it up. Charmel's trying to freeze the wave, out away from his tower just so he can control it. Poppy clearing out some vision, knowing they can't push in any further, can't kill Ornn anymore. Dragon next objective here is up in 10 seconds. Decent vision control for both teams, depending on how you want to set it up. It's not being left fluid. Poppy has walked her little legs, giant hammer, all the way down here for this dragon fight, trying to accelerate their dragon prowess here. And with Poppy showing, I think it looks like Spaceman Spiff are just going to hand it over and see if Ornn can get another plate or two. Did get one. I mean, we're going to have Mountain Drakes coming out for the rest of this. Definitely goes in favor of the tankier champions. Enjoy the tower plating a little. The dragon, if you can get to the empowered one. Let's see if we can get... Come on, Charmella, one more. Playing it safe because of the Nico roam. Good job. didn't need to risk it there, I guess. Although Amumu, ooh, bandage toss his way right over. They're trying to find him. Oh, Nico came over the wall. Oh, this is not looking good. Oran's going to go with the knockup. Oh, right in there. Looks like we're going to be able to finish this one off. Misses, and out goes Orn. Poppy ultimate. Amumu escaped to the tower. Victor's going to come up, give a little bit of support. Overall, I think that goes in favor of Spacemen Spiff. I mean, they used the Orn ultimate and the Amumu ultimate for the Trundle, Poppy, and Nico. And it looks like Ultimate Ace is going to have to, and gets right behind the wall, so the hook does not land. Excellent footwork there on the champion. And it looks like mid lane we're just going to have more ultimates. Victor's going to drop his ultimate on down onto the Trundle. Victor has upgraded his item to the perfect core. And there's little Ghosty. Trundle clearing out some vision. So Poppy's spending a lot of her time roaming after getting those early kills onto Orn and trying to control the lane, but the give back kills have let's see if it goes in. Victor's gonna be able to walk out with the upgraded core, means he's got extra movement speed on his Q ability, allowed him to slip on out of that snare, to not get hit with the pop-up. Is saying that the extra 20 CS that Charmelo's picked up here really in favor. This whole rope clears out yet another ward in that bush. Everyone's just going to duke it out here. Let's see what Charmel looks like he built to his next item. Trundle is now on to the Rift. Amumu is coming in. He's seen, Nico sees him, and there's the pillar, tries to all this way in there, and here comes the Orn ultimate, knocks it across, 3 Misfortune ultimate is on top, and Tidsy's going to be able to take that one on Trundle. Flash in is the Orn, misses, not a knockup, just pulls on through. Not enough hope to see Nautilus, nope, snared in by Nico, excellent job. Rift Herald's still here, they're going to go back for it. But that means the bot lane for Team Tempest. Oh, Jinx Rocket, not enough damage. But Jinx did pick up the first tower of the game in favor of Team Tempest. Foozle going to respond with the tower in mid lane. Machine proc in that way. Teleport from Orn. Going to prevent any further pushing on that tier 2. Misfortune just needs to pretty much sneeze on this tower for it to go down. And stolen blue buff now, as this is going to happen. Mumu's going to have to go in there, and there's the and flashes multiple directions by everyone here. Misfortune goes in, there's one auto. There's the Poppy R, sending that Anchorman away. Anyone know any, jeez, that was... I'm trying to think... What would have been, the perfect, Anchorman quote there? Poppy about sending... It's going to come to me later tonight, and I'm going to be like, I can't believe you didn't think of that. That's absolutely ridiculous. Is Orn's going to try and do the CSing here? Under tower, clear out the wave. Victor's going to be pretty strong at that. So we have some completed items across the champions here, as we now have the third dragon. Definitely Team Tempest. This is their win objective here, as Amumu is just going to drop the Rift Herald mid. Let's see if he gets a charge off here. As the Mountain Drake spawns, they're going to have to decide dragon, or this is Poppy's going to slam Orn into the wall here. And Amumu is going to get slowed down. The trying to go big vision here. As Misfortune's offense side is not going to happen. As the things happen as the Trundle's running through with the pillars. They're going to finish off the Riptail here. And here comes the Nami tidal wave. Misfortune is going to cut off. Orton's coming down the ramp. Let's see how many knockouts he gets. Orton's not going to actually get it off. He's going to be able to finish off Rip. Charmel's still tanking enough. He's getting a double kill. Misfortune is absolutely ripping through. Victor's, let's see, one more poke. Flash in with the Q on the ultimate ace by Foozle Bamboozle, taking down his fellow tribunal member with punishment there, as that is now going to be a large amount of kills over to the sides of Spacemen. Spiff, it's now 10-7. They're up 32 to 28.8 in gold, and they're going to be able to pick up their first dragon in the game. Usually the top lane tanks are wet noodle fights, but this Poppy and this Ord have been battling at it. And they're the ones with the gold, right? You just look at the gold across the team. 8,000 on the Ornn. I guess technically Trundle's got more gold than Poppy. But it's that aspect of who's going to be controlling what compared to the spot laners and mid laners, and how in their regards for that. CSing, once again, at this level, it's going to be usually pretty even across the board no matter how everyone's doing, because everyone's focused on the basics. The basics for the reason why it's the top division in the seal in Ionia here. His skill's been shown, and we're definitely seeing a lot of quality aspects here as TTU is going to slam Tysa into the wall. Gets one more. Here comes the Titsy, gets it slow. We'll see if they go for another here. Poppy ultimate is up as it's going to once again Anchorman away, but turret's going to go down. You know, Ornn down in the bot lane. They're next up. And Trundle's gonna, try, I guess, and Foozle's just like, yeah, I don't care that you're Trundle. I'm just gonna clear out the wave. It's definitely better champion movements at the moment, coming off on the side of Spaceman Spiff, at least getting their players to where they want them to be at the same time and togetherness. It seems like there's a little bit of, oh my gosh, Ultimate Ace is just going to walk straight into Ultimate Ace, and Tidsy's going to lay down the bullet time. There's the curse of sad bullet time over only one person. Oh my gosh, down goes Nami, and Trundle's going to be able to try and escape this one, but not going to be fast enough, as Lucky Maverick's going to slay that one. Crying a moo-moo meme. Poppy teleports in, prevent any further tower damage. Ooh, as Ornn's actually going to get caught there. Gets off the grass proc. Victor getting kind of greedy as the two tank solo laners here off, and it looks like, Vivor's going to go in. One more nice block on TTU Phoenix from the Charmelo engage, but the entire time that was happening, this top lane tier 2 tower going down in favor of Spaceman Spiff. So we got a 4-1 in towers. That's definitely applying to that 6k gold lead that they have in this situation. Ornn's going to be upgrading yet another item. Let's see what he goes for here. Going for the Giant's Belt. He hasn't upgraded any of his allies' items yet, but there is, the Abyssal Mask, the upgrade on the side, Infernal Mask, sorry, of Amumu. Yeah. Great. That's about it. We'll see what other items he wants to upgrade. Anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 in gold. Usually earns about 3,000 worth of extra stats that Ornn can hand over. So as soon as he starts handing them over to his teammates, we may see a spike of prowess here. As Trundle, you are 2 levels below the Ornn, It's gonna be a long night, guys and gals, but 2 levels down. You really don't want that fight. Just prevent the block. Poppy looking to try and get this. Has not finished the Sunfire Cave. Actually had the. She's the one that stopped to pick up the Adaptive Helm. Prevent all of the magic damage that's coming out. It's actually a pretty heavy damage team comp that Spaceman Spiff have. Oh, great hook by Tiza, but it's the wrong ghost. She got the wrong Nico. I thought if she got the right one, Ashori's actually going to take that one. Sometimes when everyone lays down their damage all at the same time, the supports is the slowest and the lowest. Steals the kill. I was about to say that Spacemen Spiff do have a pretty magic-heavy team with the Ornn, Amumu, and Victor Nautilus as well. So there's the first upgraded IE Molten Edge. Now I guess it's an ME. It went from an IE to an ME. Someone insert joke. Come on, an ME. We're gonna see how well she sings with it. Eh? I'm really bad at these. They're fun in my own head, though. That's all that matters. And we're getting in some great seal action. Finishes up. Dragon is spawning just now. We'll see how the CC gets layered down and Poppy W is down. That means no be able to rock is the Ghostie's going to run right on through here. Dragon has been procced. The clean out vision. Poppy sends the Anchorman away, but Amumu's going to go in. Oh, Bolt Hunt's been canceled actually by the ult by Pillar. Actually, nice job. Knockups come across, but Fuzelbay Blues is going to pick up the first kill onto Nico. Nautilus has come back into the fight, but down goes to Trundle. T2 Phoenix is not going to be able to run out. Tremello has gotten in onto Ultimate Ace, not going to protect. Trying to get in the shores, trying to run away. Not going to happen as T2 Phoenix is now stuck between all 5 members, trying to push his way off. Tries to get on the Tizzy. Not going to happen. Off with the Q. Amumu now jumps in onto the Dragon. That is a 4-0 in favor of Spacemen Spiff. Excellent job in that team fight for the Gunners, as they are going to take one Dragon and go straight to Baron off of that fight. Excellent job. You know, at first I thought that it was going to go in favor of Team Tempest here, because that Pillar by Trundle fully canceled out those person set Bolt Tide combo, right? Amumu got the ult off, but Misfortune ult was canceled basically immediately. But it's not really Curse and Set Bolt Time anymore, but it's Curse of the sad, what's Victor's ultimate called? Like, Chaos Storm. Curse of the Sad Storm as Victor just laid down all that area effect damage and shredded through the enemy team. And the tanks weren't, Poppy wasn't able to hang out in front, and Ultimate Ace basically couldn't lay down enough damage as they spread out, as Trundle and Poppy got too far ahead. Nico popped sometime in there, as I get confused on which one's which when I'm trying to cast as fast as I can. And now we have the level leads basically across the board, and the gold leads across the board. We're definitely at like 8K here in favor of Spacemen Spiff with the Baron. They should be looking to set up multiple lanes here. Charmello does have the teleport 2 levels up, hot as level in the game at 15, along with Fuzel Bamboozle on this Victor. Both of those people playing those champions fairly well. Look at that 5-0-7 on Victor, 5-0-5 on the Misfortune. This is where you want your carries at the end of the game. Victor has picked up the Void Staff. He wants to shred through all of that armor or not armor, MR that he's seeing, and by that MR I mean Merc Treads. That's the only thing. So he may be doing almost true damage. Enemy teams, it looks like they're trying to... Ooh, almost got on the hold. He's going to slip on through. Trundle here has gone for an aggressive offensive build with the Tiamat, and now going for the Trinity Force. After picking up the Stalkers, I mean, at this point, you may as well just try and get to be a second tank. I know Amumu is going full tank here. Charmel is going to go off on the split push here on the Ornn, while it's going to be 4 down the mid lane for Spaceman Spiff. See how much damage they get done. Okay, well this is super boring to watch for the viewers at home, but tank on tank is the wet noodle fight that we enjoy. Charmel is just literally just tanking it. Oh, gets in there, and here comes the Tizzy, and that's going to be enough damage, and away you go! But doesn't matter, because we've got the kill there, and you have 3 cannon minions here going to be able to finish off this tower, flashing in onto the Trundle. There's knockout pillars, not going to happen, as Misfortune's going to slip through the 2 pillars there and get right on through. Nico's going to look this lane over the way, but we got Amumu and Victor coming down the top here. They're going to focus on that mid lane, actually, sorry. And you're going to take that down. That is 3 baroned up cannon minions, as they're going to look to maybe slow down the Nautilus there, who's looking around in between the faces. Victor's going to close off. Amumu's actually going to get jumped on by the Trundle here. Auto attacks coming in there, and here comes the Ornn ult. Nautilus is going to re-engage, and goes in through. And Walking Maverick got stuck Oh, that's a Shori. My bad. I thought that was... Oh, Lucky Mavericks on the Moo. That's what's happening. Vivra is going to pop up on the Nico. Does get off a nice stun and a shield. Not going to be able to return, so Tiz is going to finish out the damage. We're now 20-8 in kills in the favor of Spaceman Spiff here as they finish off one inhibitor. They're going to be able to finish off this one. Orin's now back and alive, getting knocked up there by the Orin's going to happen. Now that's going to go through. Here comes the ultimate for Misfortune. Both times comes across, knocking everything down, but there are too many pillars and towers in this game to everything jump around, and Orin's will be able to knock everything. The Victor's going to slide on through. Looks like we're going to maybe get some Conquer or procs, Demolition procs on these towers here. As Tyson is going to zone off Ultimate Ace from doing any damage onto the minions, and it's going to be the end of it. Tyson's going to give up life for the minions as Victor's going to finish this one off, and boom, down goes the Nexus. That was game one in favor of Spaceman Spiff. When it goes fast at the end, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to go fast. And they pushed in, excellent Baron push. They had probably about, what, 28 seconds left on that. All of the chaos in the top half of the map that happened early and let Team Tempest get the early dragons, but the gold, and because of that, Poppy kind of leaving lane, allowing Ornn to stabilize and get the gold and CS and experience, put them better levels, better CCing lane in the team fights there on the side of Spaceman Spiff. Overall, really good game from both teams, though. I think, like I said, that was a pretty good game one. There's the gold for everyone here as we finish this one out. I'm excited to see what this got for the rest of this series, as this is a best of 3. So I'm going to kick it to the intermission here so I can get a sip of water and get set up for game 2. And I'm back! So we are now going into Game 2 between Spacemen Spiff and Team Tempest. Team Tempest is the number 2 seed in the Ionian division. Spacemen Spiff is the number 3 seed, based on a bunch of tiebreakers, if I'm not mistaken. And as a result, Spacemen Spiff actually won Game 1 on the red side. So I believe they elected to pick... Did they pick which side they wanted? I'm trying to double check things here. I think... yes, so they chose to pick Game 2 for... pick the blue side for Game 2. Excellent. As you can see here, we got a lot of the same things. We got the Misfortune, we got the Nautilus, we got the Victor for Spaceman Spiff. Those are pretty successful in the bottom half of the map from Game 1. I think they went undead except for the Nautilus there. He died a couple times on the side, but they got different top lanes. They got Garen and Nocturne. Ornn being banned by them, so they banned Ornn even though they get first pick. So I don't think they were willing to first pick it. So they had to ban it, but as a result, they pick up the Garen and Nocturne. Team Tempest going completely different lineup here. They're the ones with the Amumu this time. Set in the top lane, Tristana, AD Carry, Lulu, and Zoe. So those are the bans, and we should be jumping right into game number 2 then, here in just a minute. As you guys get the final looks at the looky-loos at that, and I'll switch on over. And here we go into Game 2. So once again, on the side of Spaceman Swift, we have Charmello in the top lane, Lucky Maverick in the jungle, Fuzu Bamboozle in the mid lane, the Tidzy, AD Carry, Tysa support, and Team Tempest, TTU Phoenix, top lane, Olov in the jungle, Vivriv mid lane, Ultimate Ace in a Shori bot lane duo. Okay, I gotta entertain myself during these early parts of the games, and we got the beads. The Rejuve bead, Garen start, basically says I'm just going to fight. Basically, the top laners are going to say, oh, we're going to punch each other, and then we're going to regen all of our healths, and we'll punch each other again. Also, looks like Charmel is going to go with the grass proc, so he's definitely going to try and go for the sustain in lane, try and like stay there the longest. While we got the Conqueror on the side of Set. Anything else interesting? I think pretty much everything the same. Press the attack, ignite. You know, boring stuff. Summoners are basically boring. So, sorry we can't bring you the stats, post-game stats, because things are hard. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, we have Ocean Drake, first Dragon. So both junglers want to get to 6 as fast as possible to get off good ganks. There's not really a good way to set up the Nocturne gank though. I mean, other than bot lane with the hard CC with Nautilus. Mid lane's kind of hard to do. Top lane is not CC coming out on that end. And then there's can be a lot of poke on the side of Team Tempest. It's interesting because last time they had such tanks at the top lane, right? The Ornn and the Poppy are very different than the Garen and the Set. This is a very bruisery top lane, but not a lot of CC. Some CC, but not a lot, right? Especially compared to last game. Versus the TTU Phoenix gets 2 first. Ooh, flash! It looks like Tysa's gonna get ignited. Ultimate Ace faster on the flash this time. And Fuzel having to take cleanse yet again in this mid lane. Doesn't want to get, you know, sleepy bubble trouble. ward by TT Phoenix, as Garen's just going to be able to heal up all the freaking poke damage. You basically have to all-in Garen in this lane if you're going to want to push him out, which is really annoying. But that's the way it happens. We'll see how good Ultimate Ace is at lane and that ability. It looks like Lulu's actually the one getting ignited this time by Taisa after a nice hook. As Amumu is getting the top scuttle, Nocturne did a full clear where Amumu left the camp. It looks like we may be having some action in here. Nope. Oh, Lucky Maverick is super low. Going to walk right into Set there, but has to flash out. And who are they going to give this to? They gave it over to Amumu. Now, Gromp is the most experience in a camp for a single camp per, I guess, creature other than the buffs. So excellent job there. Spin the wind, Garen. Spin the wind. Oh, Fuzel. Look at all of those procs. Ignite coming out. Except for that's not really her Ignite. That's just the Ignite that she picked up in lane. I was like, that didn't make a whole lot of sense because she didn't proc it. But she picked up an Ignite somewhere in lane because that's what Zoe can do. Oh, Charmello, I think you're dead. As we now have the junglers fighting over this Scuttle Crab. There's the Fear going off. There's the actual Knight coming out of the side of Vivriv, and Lucky Maverick, I think it's going to be first blood over to the immortal little Disney princess. And blue buff, and there's the Frostpoke and Sleepy Trouble Bubble. We'll see how much Fuzel takes. In the face! As Amumu picked up the thing. We'll see the Amumu gank down here in bot lane. There's a nice bandage toss. Tristana's going to jump on in to get some bombs onto the anchors away. And heal and flash burnt out of this bot lane. Nocturne doesn't have flash. Garen's back up to like 3/4 health. Set can't knock him down. He can just, you know, chop away. Amumu has been yet to go back to base, so see how much gold Amumu's sitting on. 1,300. Probably should do this camp and back. At least pick up some boots, my friend. And the Nami Cinder. Or maybe go for the jungle item. I don't know. I don't play jungle anymore. Oh, spinning. And autos. Okay, top laners are going to hit 6. There's 6 for TT Phoenix. 6 for Charmello. Should be here just shortly. And there it is. So, that's boring. Back to the bruisers not being able to kill each other because of all the reju health that they get. Fuzel is up the CS a little bit here, but did have the death. Or not death, I guess the death was on Nocturne. But still. Amumu still is yet to back. So much damage. Vivriv doing an excellent job on this Nico in lane, laying down the poke and the damage coming out. We're using the corrupting potion to lay down that. As Dragon's been up for a minute and a half now, no one's really even come close to looking at it. As there's the Nami Cinder and fully upgraded Stalker's Blade coming out for Amumu, heading over toward the blue buff. Probably will hand that over to Nico, or not hand that over to Nico, depending on what they want to do. Hey, both the top laners back, and both of them picked up a phage. Cool. That doesn't surprise anyone about anything. Jeez, I'm going to run at you and hit you with a sword. I'm going to run at you and try and punch you. One, though, is getting grass procs, while the other one's getting, you know, for Conqueror. So how many grass, where are we at? Does it tell me? It doesn't tell me how many grass procs he's got, so that's its own thing. Amumu now is on to the dragon. Rawr. Come on, camera. You know, Lucky Maverick trying to get to level 6 as fast as possible means that Amumu uses the time to get in that Lucky Dragon. Control in the bot lane with the Tristana Lulu and the mid lane with the Zoe on the Victor. At least the lane pressure meant that pretty easy for the Amumu to go ahead and take. You're going to get dunked, Charmelo, if you don't leave. It's really liking this top lane, and I don't have a problem with it. Nautilus, maybe see some early lane swaps here. Maybe go for the Rift. Nautilus comes over, places a ward down. Ahead of the Nocturne. Nocturne is 6 and picked up Moby Boots, so we'll be able to get around the map quicker. To see where Nocturne's first ultimate, they're going to have to use a really good ultimate here, Spacemen Spiff. Because once again, unless it's with the Nautilus, there's just not a whole lot of CC to really lock someone down to help the Nocturne burst anyone out. Ooh, great cleanse. Missed that. And cleanse in return. Don't know what she cleansed, but maybe she just did it from the movement speed. And it does not look like they did a bot lane rotate, as Nautilus is now wandering his way back down to the bottom half of the map. Tristana and Lulu getting the push on in the bot lane. As Victor looking maybe tower dive here with the Lulu. But if you tower dive, that's going to be rough. Oh, no, right into it, into the Sleeper Trouble Bubble. Nocturnal not even needed because he died too fast. Great gank by Holvrog, and combined with Vivrim, excellent job controlling Fuzo, who is a strong showing in game 1 here, or game 1, getting kind of put down and kept in lane, and not being able to control it like he did in game 1 in this game number 2. And Vivrim, excellent showing here on the Zoe. A lot of teams have been going for that early Rift, and definitely Nautilus was set up for it, but, you know, the fact that Team Tempest didn't do it meant that Nautilus wasn't there. There's the Nocturnal, but, I mean, Seth's just going to run away. Nope, he's going to turn and dunk and then get off his W, not in time. Pulver is there, but it looks like Garen's going to be able to take that one. They're going to chase onto the Amumu. Here comes Nautilus to see if it's going to matter, and flashing too late. Lucky Maverick's going to take that kill. Victor now is here. This should be a pretty easy, you know, Rift Herald coming in. We'll see what Zoe can do. You're in trouble. You're going to have to flash on out. Misfortune, I think, had to use the bullet time sometime to take out the minion wave, as Tristana Lulu were just hanging out in bot wave. But if they weren't able to get onto that tower to get anything more than just they didn't even get any plates down. So they really weren't pushing. There's one plate. So the gold now is actually in favor of Spacemen Spiff. So this is going to have to go with probably some CS differences, but that's not a whole lot. Shutdown kill, maybe? Tower plates actually are in favor of Team Tempest right now, so I'm not exactly sure why the gold is slightly in favor. It has to be probably the shutdown or the difference in the gold for the junglers. Yeah. Finishing these off. See if the Mumu wants to go in here. Ultimate Ace is going to go in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nautilus going to go with the shield. He's going to explode, though. Not that much damage yet on, you know, little Yordles. It is a Yordle team comp, right? I mean, technically Zoe's not a Yordle, but We're getting pretty close. Amumu's going to go in over the wall. Looks like it's going to happen. Nocturne's going to try a nice counter engage. Amumu's actually going to get stuck in here. Undertower is going to drop down, but Nocturne's going to return it. Bullet Time's going to come. Shasan's going to jump away and see if he can get more damage laid across. As the junglers land on top of each other, basically Nocturne was succeeded because he was allowed to because of the tower. Tristanic's going to try and go on the tower here. Here comes Zoe. She can, tower dive fairly well with the help of Lulu. Ignite. Actual Ignite down onto Tyson. Not going to be able to heal this up. Victor pushed the wave in the tower, but is not going to follow up. More pokes. Oh! Killing spree on the Vivriv and the Zoe. The poke damage is coming through. And Sleepy Time into a double kill. Ultimate Ace is actually going to walk that one out for Tank. And here comes Victor. Can Fuzo get the return kill? There is Gone Golden. Will pick up the poke shutdown. And Victor is going to be able to clear this one out. Here comes Amumu. All the action was in the top lane in game 1, and this time we are bot focused. And dragon focused. So Team Tempest getting the dragons again. They got the dragons, both the dragons in game 1, so they did an excellent job in that regards of the early dragon control on the side of Whole V there as early spawn, trying to get maybe some tower plates before charges. No one's going to be close enough to get any gold though, but did chunk it down to a little less than a quarter health left. Okay, direct to cam, we're gonna stare at Garen. Like, he's just regenning. Is this the most action that you can show me right now? Garen regen? Absolutely crazy that does response sometimes. An icebreaker. Hey, look, the top laners are fighting some more. It looks like TT Phoenix is going to go for the Black Cleaver, whereas Charmello is going to go for the Trinity Force. Ooh, Nocturnal. Excellent job. Fuzel setting that one up with a really good, zone control there with the gravity field, forcing the Zoe to who slipped forward, not slip backwards, as TT Phoenix is just going to punch him around. And Nocturne came in, so that is now trade, actually first tower in favor of Spacemen Spiff. So even a little bit moving across the board, as they are now going to trade blue buffs. They actually had their blue buffs stolen while, the mid laner died. And all the kills right now, I guess, are all on to Vivriv and Shori. We'll see how that counteracts here, because everything's sort of spread out on the side of Spaceman Spiff. 2K gold lead in favor of SS. Top laners, punchy punchy, wiggle wiggle, dancy dancy. Can we watch someone else? CS? Ooh. I mean, they just all mount to the same thing. It's the same combos, and they just heal off each other eventually. Garen, in the super, super, super long run with the grass procs, is going to get the better of it than the Conqueror. But in the short, and because he eventually has better, health regen, so he can just stay in lane forever, but so can really set, because neither one of them use mana, so this is all cooldown based. There's the Black Cleaver. Garen just pushes this one up, pushes the tower. There's the teleport, so he now can't teleport the dragon in 1 minute. There, I guess it's in 2 minutes here. Let's see if the Black Cleaver is actually going to make a difference. Probably not. Well, Rift Herald, I guess technically Rift Herald isn't showing that it's spawning, which is weird. But it's spawned, as Mumu's on the second Rift. We'll see what they want to go here. Nocturne's ultimate is, everyone's ultimate's pretty much up here. We'll see if we actually get a full 5v5 here, or if they just want to try and clear out the vision and control the minion waves. this actually, the first reveal actually went to Nocturne. So with some poke. Oh, and it looks like full combo here as Zoe's going to flash, and there's full ult-time ults come out from Nautilus as well. Nocturne drives into the back line. With the help, Tristana's going to jump away and finish off the Nocturne. Flashes trying to dance around, knock him down, and Foozle Bamboozle with the double kill. Sorry, my bad. Triple Foozle as absolutely controlling this mid lane on that Victor. He's upgraded his core item yet again. Crushing it here, kind of in the CS department as well. It looks like Set is going to just sort of fight and listen to the Garen tankiness. Nautilus is going to lay off some CC, or Moomoo's just trying to get him finished up. And Dunk goes back, you know, TTPX into the backline, but it's finished off onto Nautilus, as it looks like Garen forces the flash out of a Moomoo, and Dragon is up here in 20 seconds. This should be a pretty strong Dragon take for Spaceman Spiff. Although Tice is pretty low. No ultimates up anymore, except for Garen's. They forgot to clear the ward in the back of the Dragon Pit, so, you know, Team Tempest know that they hadn't started the Dragon just yet. They know now. And there's going to be no real contest here. Bubble's going to hit Garen, who does not care. Garen can care less if he gets hit by the bubble. Oh, Ultimate Ace has to get the ult from Lulu to stay alive there. Bullet time, really good job from the Tizzy, just laying down, cleared out the whole wave. Amumu's going to drop the Rift to try and get the charge off here in the bot lane. Let's see if they can actually take down the help with the, you know, Tristana, level 10 here. Haven't got quite to the point where she's going to give her longest attack range. She does get it per level as her passive, but it's going to be going through the towers pretty well. It's actually going to finish off Shelly before she can get off her charge. And in the top lane here, Garen's going to just have to back as TT Phoenix and Vivriv are going to push in and take this tower for themselves. So a quick tuna, and it looks like Nocturne's going to go straight in onto the Tristana, but down goes Tristana with the help of Foozle Bamboozle on this Victor, dropping all of his spells into that area as the Yordle came out of the golden status and dropped Nocturne flashing away just to survive the bomb explosions at the end of that. And that's what they're going to have to do, right? Take out Ultimate Ace in these, you know, little skirmishes here. Take out the Zoe. It's, you know, Foozle on the Victor is 5-1-2. I know that both games here, they've spent a lot of bans in the mid lane for both teams. We got one flash, two flash, and the Ignite coming through. Can Vivriv burn everything? Nope, as the Tizzy just walks out. As TT Phoenix is going to pull in and then try and run away from this interaction. Oh man, Vivriv has landed some spectacular bubbles. But it's kind of one of the champions that, I mean, when you hit the bubbles, right? And a couple of the bubbles early on were really impactful in getting what they needed, but some of the later bubbles, just like that one, nice defensive bubble, but not the, you know, kind of the end here. Amumu, their tank is nowhere near the rest of the team. Show the gold to everyone here. Everyone can take another look at the gold differential between the champions while I take a little sippy sip. That champion is so annoying. Only one with a bounty on their heads at the moment is Foozle Bamboozle on the Victor, who has picked up a Banshee's Veil with the, you know, cleanse. Is actually going to take the top lane tower. should be able to protect himself from either a long-range bubble or if it is down, hopefully cleansing himself away out of the Mumu CC that's going to come on through. There's Nocturnal going to get in on to Zoe as there's the bullet time comes across, and that's going to drop as actually a Mumu finishes off Nocturne in exchange. So 1 for 1 in that regards, but I think kind of a lot more spent to kill the Zoe than to kill the Nocturne. The Nocturne being 3, 4, and 5. And with the aggressive offensive builds and attack speed, is just trying to shred through the enemy as fast as possible. Probably goes for a Black Cleaver next. That's the way it looks is going to help the Misfortune lay the damage down. Misfortune needs some damage on down over top. As Garen's going to have to run away from this one because here comes a Mumu. No ultimate. We'll see if we can... Oh, nice sidestep. Keep on chasing. There's the blue smite. Can we get TT Phoenix to pull in? Yes, can do. And there's one punch. Can we get another one? There is the chains yet again slowing him down. Not going to happen. TT Phoenix is just not fast enough as Garen gets to run faster, my man. It doesn't make any sense, right? So you got a guy with 2 fists, and he's going to, like, run and charge at you, the puncher, right? He's in the thing. It totally makes sense, right? Also, thematically, Garen with the sword. I'm going to charge down. I'm going to, like, right? Demacia, like, charge in with the sword. But how come Garen with the giant sword gets to run faster than Set with just his 2 fists, right? Like... I can't quite put that one together, but it's a fun video game, right? It does have to make sense here. As Vivrip going to get Nocturne ulted yet again. We'll see if that happens as the Ignite that she picked up goes on. Victor's going to try and drop the gravity field right after she's gone into status. Let's see if it's going to be enough. Snubby Trouble Ball is going to come out with Victor. It's going to have to foot, and Seth's going to dunk Victor on the way, and full time comes across, preventing the further engage on the side of Team Tempest. It looks like going to flash out on the side of Seth. Excellent job by the Tinsy, laying down the damage, preventing any further engagement on the side of Team Tempest. And that means with flashes burnt kind of left and right, junglers down, Victor having to go back to base, not going to happen. Maybe would be the second Infernal Drake over to Spacemen Spiff. As that's what happened is now Gears. Oh goodness, one silence off. Ultimate Ace getting off of some attacks. And there comes TT Phoenix with the teleport coming in on the set. There's one. And there is the true damage coming across. Ultimate Ace gets 1 reset, 2 resets. As he goes for another flashes forward. Finishes not actually going to get that one dropped. But now not going to finish on through here. Lulu trying to speed up the set, trying to get in. There's the true damage punch. Not going to happen as Nautilus walks his way out towards the top lane as well. Hold down that Banshee's Veil. Excellent. Excellent team fight on the side of Team Tempest, but they are now 2-2 with Dragons. Victor ultimate is up yet again. That cooldown reduction really helping at the moment. The extra damage coming from the 2 Infernal Dragons as well. Sure, he had to use the Lulu ultimate to make sure the TT Phoenix was survivable. As another tower is actually dropped here. 3-2 in towers now in favor of Spaceman Spiff. Ultimate Ace on the Tristana is nearly there to set off. In that last team fight, got 1 reset, got 2 reset, and if Victor E didn't just land and pop, the Tristana would have gotten the Nautilus and then would have got another reset, and that could have been a completely different story. I think Tristana, as soon as she gets a Zeal item, is going to be extremely impactful in these next team fights, as well as how well the Nico can lay down the Sleeping Trouble Bubbles to affect the area, affect the zone control, compared to the Victor's Gravity Field, and Nautilus is obviously CC. The bullet time. It's basically some zone control and area effect damage here that both these teams are looking for. We're trying to isolate here as Polov is going to actually go over the wall onto the Nocturne. There's the silence, and with the Nocturnal, no teammate could come in and help. And with no help coming, the Amumu is just going to pretty much drop. Silence happened as well. And this is what I'm talking about. The area effect CC and zone control from these teams is extremely impactful on how they set up their picks and how they gain control in these team fights going forwards. I mean, one team has an advantage compared to the other, but the advantage is not enough. As you know, we're just gonna, Lulu will to prevent Garen from going any further. Sleepy Trouble Bobble. People are back in. Dragons in 2 minutes. Oh. Use the shield already. Here's Victor. Going ahead and drop in some damage. Pulls in. We'll see what happens to Charmel. It looks like jump right into the bullet time, and down goes Set and Tristana. Double kill. As Amumu's actually going to go back in, pops the ultimate. Fuzume's going to have to pop, plans to try and walk his way out here as the slow comes out of the crowd. But Garen's going to flash in, miss the chains by the Amumu, so they're going to finish one out. This is Goldman. Zoe's going to happen. Sleepy Trouble not going to happen as Vivred's going to try and lay down damage. Not Nico, sorry. Nocturnal is getting down onto the Zoe here is going to flash, trying to get it, and slops godlike his Fuzel Pimp. Fuzel on this Victor. I wonder if we even get to a game 3 if there's going to be a Victor ban, because he has absolutely been controlling this match and everything. Started off a little bit slower here in game 2 compared to game 1, but coming through in the clutch here, getting the kills for his team. And with the extra damage now, 18 to 11 in kills, 48 to 42k. As Set's going to dunk. Nautilus right through, get it, the double pull, and there's the shield. Tristana's going to try and get off, gets one kill, going to look to finish one off. As no one's in onto the Tinsy yet. He's not going to finish it, gets the shut off, is going to jump away. And this is what we're saying, Tristana gets away. Let's see, it's Set, gets the dunk, punch, and finish that one off as they just overstepped. And nice job by TT Phoenix jumping the tank into the back line, collapsing everyone in, bringing them low enough to get the Tristana bombs to do their explosion factors, and the crits are coming through finally. And with that, it's going to be in favor here. The Dragon coming up in 17 seconds, but no jungler for 10. This is going to be extremely impactful on who's going to get this next Infernal. And with Garen in the top lane, I know he's got teleport. It looks like they're just going to hand over this Infernal to Team Tempest. They're now one dragon from Security, the empowered up dragon. And then we're on to the Elder. Baron can be taken at any time. It is 5-2 in towers, though, in favor of Spacemen Spiff. They are definitely up in gold in this aspect as we kind of looked around. The advantages that Vivriv had gotten early in the mid lane seems to have collapsed a lot in favor of Fuzel here, as you do see a 2k gold lead in that direction. And that's going to go from the CS and the towers, and it looks like Charmel's going to try and run his way out of this. Not going to happen. Here comes the Nocturne ultimate, and we're going to see if he actually goes in, and he's going to go in onto the Mumu, who's going to finish a nice stun on everyone, but the roll time comes across as we lay down some damage, as we do have just the Mumu damage, but it looks like Garen died as well as Tristana's being able to finish off one. There's one reset, and Nautilus hook, but nice pull in by the Set to get a second one. Is going to jump in, and it was Fuzel. You cannot run fast enough, and Blast Cones his way, as with everyone else dead and just the Victor alive, it is going in favor now of Team Tempest. This game is back and forth to the point where I'm not sure who's going to win. It's an excellent way that it is. Just the tankiness that the Set shield is giving right now, and the fact that TPS takes so much damage and before and after the true damage punch has been enough that they're not focusing their energy just perfect on the side of Spaceman Spiff. And they got the ultimate from like the Tizzy, right? The bullet time, the area effect damage from that, and the area effect damage from Fuzel Bamboozle, but the Nocturne ultimate is being used to take out like a Mumu, right? It's not being used to take out the Tristana. It's not being used to take out the Nico. Not Nico. I keep saying Nico. It's Zoe, right? Because they played Nico last game. That's probably why I'm getting mixed up. But with that Baron down, we got 3 minutes till the last, potentially last Infernal Dragon. Set's going to push up and back off, buy some items. We do see a lot of items come across. We've seen, let's see here, Trinity Force and Deadman's for Garen. Super offensive build here from the Nocturne, and then finally picked up the Warden Smell. where they have Banshee's Veil and the Lichbane on the side of Victor. Misfortune is getting her crit off with the IE and the Phantom Dancer and the Essence Reaver, where the crit for Tristana is the Storm Razor and the Rapid Fire Cannon, right? And the support items are coming on through. We'll see what actually happens here. Trying to get them to remove the Banshee's Veil onto Cruzel there on the Victor. That has been done, but does have his cleanse back up. We'll see how that impacts this team fight here. If they just want to try and look, this is where the poke from Zoe can come in. It looks like we're going to bolt area effect damage. Set's just going to dunk the Garen all the way out, puts up the shield, takes all of it. Ult on the side of Lulu was used as well, as the tower is going to drop. Okay, and it looks like Setback is teleporting in, so they really want to get this inhibitor before they fall back to the dragon. Maybe push in this bot lane. None of their vision, if you notice, the guys, there's the nice vision of wards leading from mid lane to Baron Pit, but not the vision going towards the dragon, because that's obviously what the previous objective was. Because they're going to now try and push in this bot lane to get in for the dragon. As we see, you know, Tristan is absolutely shredding through these towers here with the help of it. Looks like dual cannons, Baron powered cannons. We'll see if this is going to be the final stand, or if they're just going to let the thing do. Set, trying to get some poke off. Oh my gosh, damage from the Zoe after the shield is down so much. And with that inhibitor down in 50 seconds, I think they may reset and buy. There's the Nocturnal, goes in onto the Tristana, who pops the QSS, and there's, looks like we had the slow. Comes out trying to, everyone wants the back here. Oh no, everyone's going to get caught on their way out. Mumu's going to go in, does get off, and don't come out on the side of the set. Not going to happen as down goes, and on the backside is Lucky Maverick. Not going to happen as Tristana actually had gotten back to base, and out go the two little ladies trying to go through the Dragon Pit here, as that's popping up in 15 seconds, but the jungler and the top loser are down. We'll see how they want to fight this. You may just want to hand it over, push the top wave, so they have to worry about the supers. Oh, Tristana. Oh no, I'm trying to watch both fights on each time here. Just hand the dragon over, guys. Just hand the dragon over. If it was the fourth, you could fight for it, but it wasn't. So we now have 3 Infernals on the side of Spaceman Spiff, and 3 dragons on the side of Team Tempest with the Ocean Mountain and Infernal. So the last and final non-Elder Dragon will be spawning in 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Pretty pumped about that. Pretty pumped. We got a nice extended gameplay here. But before then, Baron 130. And like I said, as before, the vision currently favors Team Tempest from their earlier Baron take, with their pink wards leading up to and in the pit. They also have super minions in bot lane and mid lane that are going to be pushing for them. That will allow, they just have to let the minions do their job, right? Just let them push, then someone's going to have to back, preferably the Garen, because he's got the teleport. And then you just push top wave in as a group, make sure that you don't get hard engaged on, and then you just, take the Baron when it spawns in a minute. Pretty easy peasy, right? Lemon squeezy? Well, if it was that easy, then all the pro teams would be winning games. They listened to how good that coaching session was right there, because they sometimes have no idea what they're talking about when what they're doing. Nocturnal comes out just as a dissuasion. Once again, zone control, as actually the Titsy is down in bot lane on the Misfortune, trying to get that bot wave pushing, and that's interesting. Particularly because I know it got the wave pushing, but now Baron's up in 20 seconds. You're going to lose that tower no matter what, but using the Nocturne ultimate, how quick is that Nocturne ultimate coming up? How was his cooldown on it? Oh, tell me. He's got 70 seconds left on it. Not going to be up for this fight. And that zone control of the Nocturne ultimate may be more important than his ability to access the backline, is just to be able to turn out the lights. Tristana takes away the blue buff with some autos. Level 15, as they're actually going to just jump in as Nocturne is too far away from him. Flash in, and with the crits and the long extended range, Tristana takes down the enemy jungler. And with the jungler gone, this is going to be a free Baron in favor of Team Tempest. We are at even gold, so if this doesn't end it, we'll see what the Baron and power play, what's going to lead for them. But it could end the match. Tristana's going to go pick up red buff, and Lulu's going to push in the mid wave here. Looks like they're going to get the top pushing as a team. Not going to buy. Last chance to check your gold here before the potential final push here. For everyone that wants to read the in particular numbers, since we're going to go back to the little pictures of the items because I think it looks better. And Misfortune going to go with an early bolt time trying to kill the mid. It's TT Phoenix is actually going to get by the movement. And we're going to have full vision here as the movement's going to pull up. And there's the shield coming out on the side of Set, who's going to get absolutely shut down because he gets too far, not far enough. And Nocturne's going to get into the back lane, but it looks like it's going to happen as Garen's going to scoot into the background. Double kill on the side of Victor is actually Amumu's going to drop that as well. Tristana was only able to pick up one kill onto the support Nautilus, and we have minions pushing in the mid lane, and that has respawned as well as the bot lane. Tristana is gone back up here with the help of the supers, or the Baron Empowered. We'll see if they want to do another push. Excellent job on the side of Spaceman Spiff in the tower dive there on the side of Set, who Misfortune cleared out all of the minions and actually kind of cleared out the zone control that forced every team to wait as Set curled off to the left, got too far past the enemy team. Gravity field meant he couldn't go back, and if you're Set and you can't go back, that means you can only go forwards and punch your way through. And he died doing it. That means Dragon here in 40 seconds as both teams are going to look to control the vision. Victor just took red buff. I don't know if you want... I mean, Victor's level 18. You know, 16 to 16 in junglers. I mean, I guess Victor's getting with the powered auto. There's a really good champion to get that. As we're going to now fight over the blue buff. And Victor takes that one as well. So we have a 10-1-10, 310 CS Victor. Doing an excellent job here in his regards. A near full build as we now have Dunk coming out on the side. It looks like we're going to have a full match yet again. Chris full time gets on as Tyson's not paying attention, not got in. Foozle's actually going to drop Set in the back. Now Ultimate Ace's turn to get off the damage. As down goes Victor, that's been most of the area. Effect damage. Tristana's going to go jump in and take down one. And take down two. Actually, technically, Lulu stole one. What a thief that she is, as Tristana now is going to be able to push right in. Tysa actually secured the kill on the Amumu, as we now are going to have Lulu and Tristana and Zoe pushing in onto Misfortune. Run fast as you can. They're going to come catch you because you're not wearing the gingerbread man winner's skin, Misfortune. Right? She has the candy cane. Oh, those are candy canes. Not bad. I don't know what I'm talking about. And the 80 carries are just going to crit each other in lane. Actually, I think that may be good. I don't know. There's the Sheen procs, though, on the side of Vibrim and Zoe. And I think those are going to be strong enough to finish the game. We are going to go into a Game 3 here in the Ionian division between Team Tempest and Spacemen. Team taking Tempest here, taking game number 2. Excellent game, back and forth, punch, Duke, up, down, left, right, from both sides here. So there are the items. There are the gold. Excellent play coming out for both these teams. It just the last team fight, the CC and zone control went in favor of Team Tempest on how they played it, and as a result, they were able to get Victor out of that fight pretty early. Misfortune had to run away. The tanks couldn't tank enough of the damage, couldn't CC in regards to how that went. So even though they were down 28 to 25 in kills, they were still able to pull out the victory for Team Tempest. So we will be sending it to the intermission, and then I will be back for game number 3. Okay, so we are back now into game number 3. It is 1-1 between these two teams in the Ionian division. Spacemen Spiff took game 1, Team Tempest took game 2, and Team Tempest being the higher seed, 2 versus 3, they get to pick game sides. Now they selected red side, which is where they won in game 2. As you can see, the team comps looking kind of similar. The Cassiopeia not banned from game 1 that I guess Uzo had been banned in game 1 and 2. Has decided to pick that one up here for game number 3. Still sticking with the misfortune for the Tidsy. Leona this time instead of Nautilus, because that is the last game, which again we have Mundo and Hector coming up for Spacemen Spiff. On the side of Team Tempest, they're sticking with the Tristana, successful in the last game, is same with the Lulu, but with Lulu being banned, they go back to the Nami. Interestingly, they have the Nami Kled hard engaged team coming through. Side. Definitely liked how the drafts progressed further and further in this series going into the final game. So it is nearly time for me to go eat some dinner and do some other things. So let's jump right on into this match. And welcome. We should be here into the match, and we are going to be started here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are on the map. We are on the Rift. So for the final time in this best of 3 in the Ionian semifinals, for Spacemen Spiff on the blue side, we have Charmello on Dr. Mundo in the top lane, Lucky Maverick on the Hecarim running Predator and Ignite, and that's not a ghost, that's Ignite Hecarim in the jungle. Foozle Bamboozle and Cassiopeia taking the cleanse yet again, loves that summoner spell. The Tidsy on the Misfortune, AD carry for 3-peat, Taisa on the Leona support. For Team Tempest on the blue side here, they are going to go with TTU Phoenix up top on the Kled, so we got the crazy little Yordle, another Yordle comp coming out on the side of Team Tempest. Kled, a Mumu, a Tristana, no Lulu this time. That was banned out. Ulvi back on the Amumu jungle. Vivriv taking a different control mage this time. The Syndra a lot more bursty, a lot less Sleepy Trouble Bubbles. And a Shori back on Nami, and Ultimate Ace on the AD carry that won them the game last time of Tristana. So back to fanning and boringness. How's everyone's night going? What is everyone having for dinner? Chat, say what you're having for dinner. Me, I have pot roast with onions, carrots, celery, I think a pepper or two, sitting in a crock pot, and I will be making it like a baked potato, putting all that goodiness all over my baked potato. It's raining outside right now. It's gonna be one of those absolutely like delicious, like hearty, deep, like just warm you from the core dinners. It's gonna be I can't wait. That's why as much as excited. I'm actually more excited for this game than I am for dinner. But if we hadn't seen such great games 1 and games 2, maybe I'd be more excited for dinner. But games 1 and 2 were really good, back and forth action between these two teams as we see how they developed. Now they once again had a tiebreaker in for their placements for the division, so definitely good to see that they are living to the tiebreaker name here in their play as the laners are trading down some poke. Nice ward kills, bot lane, junglers. Both started blue buff here, so we'll see how that affects the ganking patterns coming out on the sides of the peoples. Ooh, just missed. Poison. Invade. Seeing Kled doing a you know, TTU Phoenix is something he's been doing, getting a really deep invade early, trying to get to see where the enemy jungler is, trying to know what exactly has been going on, and what the likelihood of him being ganked has been. So definitely something to note should they progress on maybe some tendencies for the opposing laners. Remember, tonight is the other Ionian match, which will not be casted live, but will be casted on Tuesday, as Kled's going to get some swacks in, and he's going to go into, you know, bye-bye Skarl. Skarl! I mean, you can do the Carl memes. Anyone? Oh, Flash with the Ignite. Oh, into the chains! First blood to a Moo-Moo. Hecarim's going to go through here. Jump push back as the... Oh, no. This is not looking good for... Lucky Maverick. This Team Tempest absolutely rocks it in the mid lane and the bot lane. Excellent job by Ultimate Ace, buffering the Tristana Chomp with the E from the Leona. Just an overall really good job here. And here comes back Skarl. I'm not yelling the Skarl thing anymore. I may yell Kled, but we'll leave the memes to the Twitch chat here. And in goes Saisa in onto Shori. Bubble misses. Tristana lays the damage back. Here comes Hecarim again. Maybe. Hecarim's going to come again. Jumps away with the Predator. Gets in and pushes back. Nanami in with the help. Down goes. Tristana's actually going to jump in and jump right back out. Says, thanks for the reset, Pony Man. I will take my 2-0 in lane. Amumu doing a lot of counter jungling in the top half. Now, Viv Riv, I will mention, has done a really good job at roaming. Way better at roaming, as Charmello is actually going to TTU Phoenix off of the little baby dinosaur. We'll see if he keeps going. TTU Phoenix has the flash there. Flash into Mumu, so if, you know, Charmello chooses not to go over the wall. Smart decision. But I was about to say the you know, roaming from Vivriv meant that he's given up CS in lane to Fuza Bamboozle, who's been pretty much just consistent in lane and has been getting tower damage a lot more consistency than River. But we'll see how that goes. And looks like one heal, little pop. Nice little run by heal and gank coming out from the Nami here, just topping off the mid laner, getting some vision down as well before on the way back to lane. And Charmello hits level 6 before Kled on the Mundo. And just pops ultimate. Hecarim, you are level 4. You cannot dive this. Do not dive the Kled. You will die to the towers with some botched tower dives. As Hecarim showed top, so that's another early dragon in favor of Team Tempest. They've been really on point. Whole Viv has been on point with the, oh no. TTU Phoenix looking to all in. As soon as he gets like one minion, he can just straight up ult the Dr. Mundo, right? On the Skarl. There's the ultimate in top lane, and Mundo's just going to walk away. And flash, and ult. So ult for ult. Flash, though, burnt on the side of Charmello, but he will be back to full health in the rest of his laning phase. Which is going slightly in favor of, you know, Team Tempest at the moment, but getting those 2 kills on the Tristana, really important. Excellent, I was going to say lay waste, but grounding there on the side of Foozle, preventing that gank from going any further. Ooh, just goes right in, is level 6. We'll see if Amumu does anything with it. Or just, you know, tanks all the damage while Syndra comes back to lane. Predator Boots is on the Lucky Maverick, so Amumu will go back and pick up red buff, as Amumu has been doing the heavy farming in the jungle compared to those early ganks from the Hecarim. And once again, Vivriv on the roam, looking to go towards top lane, towards this Dr. Mundo. Or at least maybe get some Rift Herald control, considering that the dragon is down. Of course, it doesn't show you that. It just shows the laners laning. And once again, the leaving of lane. Oh, Hecarim ults in, fears the Tristana, who just is able to jump again. Yet again, Ultimate Ace showing real prowess on this Tristana and properly buffering the jump there to make sure that staying out of lane and out of harm's way. And as a result, maybe down in CS, but definitely in control with the 2 kills there. See if Amumu would just... Foozle pushes up at all. No, Foozle being super safe, knowing that, like, you know, the enemy mid laner has control of the lane. There's one, and mid laners try out, and it looks like it, mid for mid. Oh, TTU Phoenix. Oh, you got off the pony. And the other pony, Lucky Maverick's like, you can't ride me. Takes that one down. His Ultimate Ace is going to actually take the Nami wave. That was weird. Into the bot lane there. So the mid laners trade kills with the help of Amumu coming in actually to pick up that one. So really good job on that aspect. But because the Kled came down to try and help without, got caught out, and was unable to go any further. No teleports. Dragon up in a minute here. As, Charmel, you got your plate, man. Back off, because Kled will be coming. Get your one plate and leave. It actually looks like got a second plate, so maybe that's why Charmel is better than me right there. Gets the plate, gets the extra plate, then backs off as Amumu is going to, looks like she's, or he's actually going to start the Rift Herald. Hecarim with the boots and finish his item there. And that's going to be a nice Rift Herald here. Let's see where they want to take it. They have, what, 2.5 minutes here before tower plates go down. Definitely should try and get 1 or 2 as Tysa is going to... ooh, they know she was in there. That's great pink ward vision. Where do you take this? You take it to bot lane or do you take it to mid lane? Probably to clear up for the dragon fight. Try and get some tower plate gold onto one of your 2 carries. Probably the Tristana right now is... unless you want to play catch-up with your mid laners. I think we can check a gold check here as everyone's getting set up for the dragon, so you can all see it. There's the Kled ult. He's coming in. There he goes too far into nothing. As he's going to have to jump out and clear that one out. Okay, well, Kled ult hit no one. Now we have a 5v5 at 12 minutes here. And there is full engage, and Tidal Wave comes out, knocks up the full time. Not going to happen, but Tristana went down the Cassiopeia as, you know, Kled's going to jump through and looks like he's going to drop down as double kill for Foozle. Mundo picked up one there as well. That just so much damage came through right onto the Tristana, I'm going to guess, because the ultimates are all burnt. That Cassiopeia landed the ultimate there as they were all, I mean, the Cassiopeia ult, Misfortune ult, the Nami ult, everything just sort of laid on top of each other in that moment to kind of distract from the expertise cast that you are all getting this evening. We have an epic game number 3 here, as it is a 1.5k gold lead in favor, or 2k gold lead in favor of Spacemen. Spiff, after that last fight, brought them slightly ahead in gold, did get the shutdown on both the Amumu and the Tristana that had accumulated, and now Foozle is back into his position where he has been for most of this match with a bounty on his head. There's the Rift Herald. I was expecting to be spawned before the Dragon fight instead of after. Let's see if it gets a charge off here. It has 10 seconds. And gold does go over to Mumu, but only gets 2 plates. So plates, there's 2 in favor of Mundo in top, and oh no, in goes Taisa there as Vivre tries to turn around on Foozle Bamboozle. Not going to be enough. Not enough damage. All of the CC locks him down. I was about to say the tower plates go slightly in favor of Spaceman Spiff as well across the board here. As now we have Dr. Mundo who gets Scarl taken away, trying to run back to his team with the help, and they're going to have to flash on out. We'll see if Hecarim waits. Nope. And the Blast Cone takes them back to safety. Misfortune back down in the bot lane, doing an excellent job this time. Taisa has done a lot better job with the roaming in this matchup. Vivriv has been the roamer on the side of Team Tempest in this early game with the help of Vivriv, which usually got them the early Dragons and Rift Heralds. Taisa has actually been the support in this aspect, who's been roaming more proactively than Ashori, and just the different styles from both these teams across the board can really kind of establish that, like, hey, we're not roaming to get objectives, we're roaming to get kills, and focusing on that aspect of it. As you know, Lucky Maverick's going for kill. It looks like the Mumu pops the ultimate. In comes Kled. I don't know, or Kled, you can't stop once you're going. So Hecarim ulted out, Mumu ulted out. I guess Amumu ulted to prevent the Hecarim from ulting out, but it didn't work, and Kled ulted in. So, in favor of Spaceman Spiff in that regards, ultimate trade. Now move some of the laners around. Kind of an interesting aspect here that the Mundo versus Kled top lane are the only teleports in this game compared to some of the other games where it's teleports in some other positions. As a result, you kind of have to have Cassiopeia and Misfortune pick and choose where they want to go around which objectives that they want to focus on the side of Space and Swift. Also the same for Syndra and Tristana. It's kind of a weird, awkward point to put one of the mages in the side lane. Neither one of them are super powerful enough to demand control over it, as TTU Phoenix actually took it back to get a buy, and Charmel's going to use that advantage to use his E to take down the tower. And now with that tower advantage, that's really going to be in favor of Spaceman Spiff, because that's the first tower of the game going over to Dr. Mundo, who's also up about 15 CS right now. Okay. One more cleaver, and I think you're dead, Kled. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, well, Predator will kill you. And down he goes right before he can jump back on his favorite dinosaur. And there's Vivre dodging out from the Taisa ultimate. I'm saying Taisa, not Kaisa. I know. Kaisa's an 80 carry, not being played in this match. Taisa's playing Leona. Solar Flare. Whew. Ping's going across. I think they must know when the Rift Herald is spawned right now. So with the Rift Herald being in favor right now, control Spaceman Spiff. Let's see how they try to use the Rift Herald to set up for the next dragon, which is in now. So they're electing to get the Rift Herald Mundo's going to back. I wonder if he buys and teleports going into this dragon fight. Lucky Maverick, just drop the Rift Herald right now, my bud. Drop the Rift Herald and then go to the dragon. Drop it. You didn't drop it. Okay. We're just going to have a full fight. We're going to have the mid laners fight here. He's going to flash there. As we have this fight going on over here, it looks like this is going to happen. As Hecarim's going to have to ult his way out. Misfortune coming across, going to aim at the full time. And that ult comes through as nice drop over the side with a QE combo. As Kled is now getting onto the Leona. It's not going to happen. And down goes Lucky Maverick. On the Charmelo is in the team fight. Lucky Maverick. Tyson's going to flash E through, knocking another one. Can Charmelo flash his way out? Yes, he can. Killing spree for the Mundo. So just the junglers died. Right? That's it? Oh, and the Leona. But summoner spells burnt by everyone? Like, except for Phoenix. Phoenix is the only one that has a summoner spell up. I guess Ashori still has teleport. So, all-out bloodbath here at 19 minutes. We do have 16 kills, 3 dragons taken, 2 Rift Heralds, and 1-0 in towers. They are about hitting each other, not the objectives. Well, unless the objectives do kill as well. You don't kill a tower, you just fall it, right? Or break it down. Raise it? That's a different game term, right? Where have I heard that before? Someone says you raise a tower when you destroy it. It's probably like some previous video game. Here comes the Rift Herald. See, this is what I kind of wanted to see earlier from Lucky Maverick. I want to see him to drop the Rift Herald and be like, okay, if you're getting the dragon, I can just drop this here, then we'll fight the dragon, but you will lose the mid lane tower as a result. Okay. Another charge, second charge off, and Amumu's going to go in. Cassiopeia lands some damage. We'll see if he gets stunned here. Nope, just the backline's going to be able to get stunned. Amumu's going to go in, and Bolt Time comes across, absolutely kills the Misfortune. And I guess, well, okay, so Cassiopeia is going to take the kills on that, but I'm going to give it to Misfortune for laying down all of the damage. That's going to be able to get in here and see if he gets in onto the Leona. Is going to do so. Is going to take the drop down on the Scarl. And we have, you know, flashing out. Boozle tanking tower shots here. Trying to get that phase rush, go through to pick up the final kills. They picked up the tier 2 in mid lane. Dragons, fights. Charmelo's like, I walked all the way in here. I'm going to take a tower proc, get a demolish proc off. And we'll see if they want to pressure in on this gold. So we now have a 6-2-1 Cassiopeia, 3-0-3 Dr. Mundo. Everyone else is kind of spread out the board. Once again, the Titsy 1-0-5. So the carry's going deathless at the moment. Lucky Maverick, my man, you are the team's engager, initiator, and coffin filler. I'll work on it for the next series here. As the advantage of 3 people being in the bot lane for Team Tempest means, or I guess Spacemen being in the bot lane, that's a Baron. And Hecarim, you can run fast. He's the pony. He's a galloping. Can he gallop fast enough? I don't think he can. This is going to go over to Team Tempest. Now, how can they escape? Because Kled is going to just go escape, and everyone's going to run fast using the Kled speedums. In and out. Baron goes to Tempest. Oof. Pretty impactful Baron take there. Definitely stalls it out. They were down about 5k gold. Let's see how much they can get back with the Baron power play here. When it drops off, remember, watch the scoreboard up above, about 5k. Tempest was down. Dragon is in a minute. That is another Infernal. Lots of Infernals in this matchup. The Dragons, even know the importance of this playoff matchup, they want the fire. They want the action. They want to watch it all burn, burn, burn as we have the carries separating out here. And Hecarim predatoring around. Leona looking around. Mundo doing Mundo things in the bot lane. Scuttlecrab going to go over to the Mummy Man. The little... This little Yordle's burning too, right? It's the infernal mummy. Ooh, nice jump out of there. see what they want to do. We got 18 seconds. Fuzel's going to push the wave. But not too far. So they're not, you know, Team Tempest not using their Baron-empowered, you know, minions right now to really get that much advantage. They're getting gold back by just sort of like ambient gold at the moment. Vivro trying to play a little bit of frontline with Phoenix. Watching the back and forth dance. It's the dance. The dragon dance. So it's the dance. See, like, all the hip kids can think of, like, okay, in goes Kled, here we go, full action, and a tidal whip into the bullet time, but there's a tidal whip absolutely crept up, and it looks like Hecarim's going to pop up as well. It's Charmel's going to try and protect his character, not going to happen, and excellent 4-man stun by Fuzel, get another one, but T2 Phoenix back on top of Kled, and Scarl, not going to have double kill on the side of Cassiopeia, and finishes him enough. Double kill also for Charmelo on Dr. Mundo. Ace on the side of Spacemen, Spiff, and that was absolutely incredible. The 4-man Cassiopeia ult to prevent the further engage coming out on the side of Team Tempest after they had taken down Lucky Maverick on the Hecarim before you could actually get anything off. The Tidsy got off almost an entirely full bullet time combo onto the enemy team before the tidal wave got to her in that backline, just absolutely shredded through their team and laid them down to set them up. The area effect poison damage from Fuzel is spectacular. And Dr. Mundo, after they funneled through, you know, the Hecarim, Dr. Mundo able to regen and heal his way up as he was not hitting any of the tanks. There's no anti-heal on the side of Team Tempest. Other, you know, the execution. There's no executioners on the side of Tristana. There's no Morello Namicom on the side of Syndra. There is the Bramble Vest on the side of the Amumu, but you know, Mundo isn't hitting the Amumu, so not having to worry about the, you know, that healing debuff, healed through all of the damage and just is able to have it up. And that's ballsy right there. Rylai's on the side of Dr. Mundo. He doesn't want anyone getting away from him as he lays down the magic damage. Also kind of disappointed, I mean, that they didn't use the Baron to try and split push with the Kled. I know that the teleport wasn't up for it, and they're trying to fight over the dragon, but it's each team only had you know, 2 dragons to 1 dragon at that point, so not optimizing the dragon play. But this is the best of 3. These people are got to be tired. Most people aren't used to playing this high pressured match, you know, during the regular season where it's just best of 2s. So we'll see how they want to do this split up here. It looks like we have a Bush proc, and if Ultimate Ace is going to die, he's dead. Ooh. Maybe not? Oh, I was wrong. Ashori with the Ocean Wave save. Excellent job. And quick mechanics on the side of Ultimate Ace as well to escape that one. But with all of that burnt, down goes the tower as Dr. Mundo is going to just sort of like hammer his way on his tower down here. Kled, are you gonna? He's gonna fight him. Now he's gonna run in. Now he's gonna use his ultimate. And Charmelo, I think you're dead, my buddy. Just turn off your W. You heal faster. Oh, turn off the W. Okay, I know you're gonna try and fight him now. And now you're dead. Just run away sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. Take your wins when you can get them. Baron is spawning in, what, we got 20 seconds here. We got 4K gold lead, so I guess technically between the Barons, they went from what, like a 5K deficit to now a 4K deficit, so 1K gold goes to Team Tempest, but we'll see how it goes. Tristana is still sitting on the 2 offensive item, no attack speed yet, doesn't quite need it, but he's still not level 13, still hasn't got to a long enough range to sit in the back line to lay down all of that damage. As now it is Spaceman Spiff's turn to start up the Baron. Hecarim is going to Jumping and Mumu comes in, and looks like that's going to happen. And oh my gosh, full time across the two members, and down goes Tristana, and double kill over to Fuzel. How did Tristana even die? Did Tristana jump in? I totally missed Tristana jumping in at the same time as the Amumu, right? Like, how did... Man, if we had replay, which we could do, but I'm not going to because we have many games tonight to get into. Fuzel's going to take down Legendary. Tidsy's going to try and get in onto Killing Spree with the Baron, and only Ashori on the Nami left up alive. I believe this is probably going to be the final push in the side of Spacemen Spiff, as they are going to win a 2-1 match in the Ionian semifinals to go on to the finals. Congratulations to them. Excellent game 3 and game 1. Excellent. Thank you, Team Tempest, for putting up a really good fight. Just that the last team fight there, just kind of shock and awe as how they set up. They got the pick on the Dr. Mundo, and then they didn't set up for the Baron because it was coming up. And just Spacemen Spiff were there first, and once again, the misfortune bullet time, being able to be far enough back that she gets off the entire channel of the bullet time before the Nami tidal wave can come get her and disrupt her, because the Kled and the Amumu aren't getting to the back line to prevent the Tidsy from stopping it. And, you know, Fuzel bamboozles Cassiopeia. You can see why it's been banned in multiple games against them, as he laid down superior DPS coming out of that mage in the mid position. So every game, I think, had a different MVP and highlights for each team. So excellent, excellent series. That is going to conclude this semifinals. Once again, Spacemen Spiff taking the 2-1 victory in this matchup. It is dinner time for me and my dog, and then from there we will be looking at getting into another match coming up here later this evening, so don't forget to stick around, and we will catch you all later.